Hey everybody, it's Rick again, and we've got some Wordle to work on. Doing a lot of offline thinking on the model, and also some other things that we can do today to just continue refining the game and the programming behind the game, and really just to do some programming in general. I have here my notes, but first take a look at this. This is the diagram from I think 1 or 2 sessions ago, and I talked about how we're really going to adopt this MVC business, and we're going to create a new model tonight, or as best we can. We're going to try to create a model, and then but what is in this model? I started populating it with some ideas, like it's going to have some properties that most likely will not be accessible, although they will be settable. Anyway, I'm still thinking about that, the access for those. I'm also going to stuff the used letters in there, which is going to help us with the dimmed keyboard thing. But the key is that there's going to be these methods. One is called finished. It's a game model. Oh, there should be one for start. So we're going to start the game, and then we're going to ask is finished. So I'm going to put here, I'm going to work on this start game. Not sure what start will do necessarily, but it is something we can add to make it symmetric, I guess, with finished. But finished is going to be used in a loop, and it's going to be, if you remember, we have this game loop here, but somewhere in here this block here will be replaced by is finished. Maybe that's what it should be called. Maybe this should be is finished, and it's going to return a Boolean, and maybe we don't have a start. We just go. We initialize this game model, we fill it with stuff, and then we ask, is the game finished? And if it's not, we prompt for a guess, which will be done by the controller. Then we feed that guess into the model, and then the model will then have to tell us the result of that. I think it'll have to be something like, no, I think maybe here the controller has to evaluate. I'm still not sure on that, because there's this whole business of the words that we have to pay attention to. But so that's what I've been thinking about. But if you look at this code right now, this is the text version, and this is the NCURSES version. You can see it's very, very close to parity. They're pretty much the same. So there's this fancy message here, which we're going to do with correct word message. It's pretty close, and I think maybe that's what I'll do is, and then if guess counter is 6, this exit I feel is not even 100% necessary anymore. But so what I'm going to do is take these individual views and put them into their own file. a few things, and this correct word message business, we'll put that, it'll be maybe the first function in the model, and I've renamed it end message, so it can be something that is used to calculate even this stuff. So yeah, end message will replace the calculation of this or this. I think given that, let me, yeah, it should be display end message. Yeah, but it's part of it's going to be, the responsibility of that is on the model. What does the model want to say, and then the view is just going to display the end message. Yeah, so first things first, I'm going to go off screen. I'm going to go and move WordleLineMode and WordleCurses into their own files underneath the Wordle directory, which, if you remember, in our package, this is essentially it's a library, and then we'll add to it soon this model that I've been talking about. As everybody knows, this thing here is really the controller. We'll have one main. I'll get rid of wordle-tui. We'll leave it be wordle-cli as the main, and the wordle-cli, which is the name of this project, it's going to call either NCURSES or curses based on the argument, the command line argument. And by default, it'll call the curses, but text will be available in case someone's terminal is horribly broken. So that's what's on my mind. I'm going to program this, and I'll catch you very shortly. Okay, we just made some pretty big changes, but it wasn't so bad. We're going to see now if everything compiles, and if it works, then the game should play the same as we've seen it play. But if that is the case, then we're going to then do this uniting business. So let's wait. So that's building. We'll need to look up the command line business, and that's something that yeah. Missing required module curses. Oh, that error has to do with the package. The library, this, which is the library, now has a dependency of the SwiftCursesTerm. So now I say here, I'm pretty sure that's what's needed. I'm a little thrown off by these two things. Yeah, this is the NCURSES mock. This is the SwiftCurses mock. And this is the one with, okay, SwiftCursesTerm. So I think it's just SwiftCursesTerm, as I've gotten this working before. Let's just see if that's the, let's just see if this is it. I think it's building it. It seems to have gotten a little further, I think. Yeah. So we're built. So now let's try to run these things. This is the CLI version. Oh, I was going to put in a known words. Okay, so we're going to play. No, we'll just do a quick do this all the time. Do a quick run with the back door. That's a tricky word in this day and age. Now, we won't have wordle-tui anymore after this next change that we're going to do, but let's make sure that this works. Gobos. And so that works. And let's commit this change. The tricky commit will be Package.swift. But I am now going to add all of these files. It's going to be weird because we're going to maybe in this session actually delete some files. Now this Package.swift, I'm going to try, let's see if I can get away with doing the partial one, because yeah, this, I still do not want to commit this line here. Remember, this is my own copy of SwiftCursesTerm, and it has that one bug that we fixed. It's in my local copy, but we're not using the code that makes the bug happen, but I'm still using it locally anyway. I keep thinking I'm gonna need it. It's really this one that we want to put in, this change. So here, it's hard to see, but the prompt is saying, come up here, the prompt is saying, stage this hunk, and it's asking me yes, no, quit, but it also gives me these options to also do edit or split. If I press question mark, it will tell me what these answers will do, and I'm going to do split. So here's the small part where we make the dependency use my local copy. We are not going to stage that to Git, and that is what we are going to stage into Git, and therefore what will be committed. We can do git diff cached of Package.swift and see that that is what's going to be put in. So now we get to do a commit. Refactors view places views into their own files. I'm going to say unified controller. Okay, so that was a big commit. Now attempt is the unification of these code bases. By unification, I mean we're going to pretty much give up on Wordle. Which one is this? We're pretty much going to give up on wordle-tui. We're going to ultimately delete that. It's going to be replaced by this. And yeah, so what we will do is here, as a test, we are going to call WordleCursesMode. I hope it's clear what we're doing here. That came out wrong. I didn't even comment that I am changing WordleCurses into WordleCursesMode. It used to just be WordleCurses, but I like that it gives it some similarity to WordleLineMode, and it kind of conveys something about the view. I was going to name these view, but then I thought maybe I'll put them under Wordle-views, but at some point you don't need to keep things as organized as that, but it's something to it's something that people will consider. Now I'm going to run this. And now this will run the curses mode. Wow. I didn't change the name. Oh my goodness. This is a vestige of Java. In Java, the file name is important. The name of the file is 99.9% of the time the name of the class. The Java compiler will I'm trying to remember if there are exceptions to that, if you just can declare multiple classes in a file. I'm pretty sure you can, but that's a Java thing. I forgot that, so now I'm going to have to rename this class WordleCursesMode, but thankfully that's only in one place. This one right here. And now this should work. And if this works, we'll commit the change that was in WordleCursesMode. That's excellent. That's just excellent. Huh. Yeah, it'd be really cool if I had all these. I wasted a letter by using it twice here, this S. But now we know that R is either here or here, and that could be XUXER. So if I can come up with a word, tuber. I got that right. CU. PU. GU. No, it's not goober. We can't use B again. QU. Whenever there's a U, you should always think about the Q.